So here's something you don't see every day. It is a RCA WT-501A Transistor Tester. Not 100% sure on the date on this, but I did find it while I was at an antiques place. It's obviously in not working condition. And the cool thing that I noticed is that it was owned by the AWA, the Amalgamated Wireless Australia Limited group. Pretty famous building in Australia, the AWA building in Sydney. But this is obviously out of their Lane Cove Road in North Ryde headquarters. That's kind of cool. But yeah, it's got, it's really chunky. I think this is that stuff that old phones are made out of, Bakelite. It might be just plastic, but it feels solid. It's got some weight to it. It's got a nice rubbery-ized handle and a whole bunch of dials that do stuff, but it doesn't seem to be working. If I give it a shake, there's something rattling around in there, just a little. I don't know if you can get that. A little bit of something in there, maybe some dirt, but I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, I think we're gonna take a look and see about getting this working again, because that is just too damn cool. It's got the PNP or NPN. You can put them in little blip blip things, or you've got little banana plugs that you can hook up the emitter base and collector to. And there's all different calculations and dials that I don't really understand. Yeah, it's really interesting. There's also, yeah, in-circuit test and out-of-circuit tests. Instructions on the back. That's so cool. I think first of all, let's pop it open and see what we've got inside, because that is going to be really cool. You can see 4 screws, and they do look like flatheads. So let's grab a long, thin. Is that going to fit? Yes, it is. Oh, look at the size of that guy. Okay. Screws look in good condition. There's a little bit of just general corrosion on them, but not really actually rust or anything, so it's a good sign. I think the front would lift off. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wow, okay. I'm gonna open this sideways. Oh my god. The original Eveready heavy-duty batteries. Looks like they were soldered in and clearly leaked a lot. Wow. Yeah, so that's what would be rattling around. Just a bunch of rust in the bottom. That's amazing. Okay. Wow, these date back to like the... Oh, I don't even want to think. Made in Australia. That is fantastic. And they are... So the negative of these isn't even going together. The negative for this battery goes to here, and the positive for this battery comes over here, and then the positive for this battery comes over here, and the negative for this battery comes over here and into the dials. It's so weird. Okay, well, first of all, let's get all that out of there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give that a proper clean out. But yeah, that is a lot of rust. Let's see if we can get some of this off here too. Oh wow, yeah, that just completely flaked off. That battery terminal. This one. Yep, there goes the wire. About the negative side. That appears still attached. And that one's flaked off too. Alright, so we can at least get one battery out of there. Wow. Look at that. Oh, there you go. Guaranteed, we will repair or replace at our option any device damaged by this battery under normal conditions of use. I wonder if that's still valid. So this is the only terminal that's survived, it looks like. But not for long. Yeah, alright. Get that one out of there as well. Cool. Okay. at that. I think I may need to remove that just so I can restore the rust, or like evapor rust, this bracket and this bracket, just to make sure they don't completely disintegrate. Having said that, the rest of the unit looks in excellent shape. It doesn't look like there's much rust anywhere else. There's a little bit of dirt and debris down underneath there, but it's just loose rust. Like it hasn't leaked and corroded any of the other circuit. The rest of it actually looks excellent. So that is a great sign. I think we're just going to have to rebuild these and figure out a better battery solution. Wow. Okay. So I'm gonna get the rest of this rust out of the way and clean up my bench, and be back in a minute. That's a really cool little module. Bonk. Alright, also going to have to figure out what we can do to replace these batteries, because I don't really want to put new 9 volt Eveready D-cell just batteries straight back into these holders, because, you know, down the line the same thing will happen. Kind of want to make it either rechargeable maybe, or not rechargeable, replaceable. So I mean, they're not soldered in, you can just swap them out. So I might need to put in something that has some terminals or something, like a D-cell carrier. Maybe I can jury rig something up, but to start with, I think I am going to take these outside and give them a clean up. Like you can see there's a little bit of battery corrosion on the bottom there actually. So it did break through just a touch. But yeah, I want to clean these up, hit them with the wire wheel to get the rest of that rust off. And I'm just going to soak these in evapor rust, which will convert the rest of that rust into some other component that I can't think of at the current time. And then what we can do is we can get some new terminals, put some new batteries in, tidy the rest up, probably just give this a good blast out with some compressed air to get any leftover rust and debris out. And then we can give it a full test. That's really cool. Alright, well these are looking good. I decided not to actually paint them up. I'm just going to leave them as is. The rust has all been converted and they look great. So let's get them in the thingy again. Which way did these go? A good question. I think they went that way. Yes, they did. And you can tell actually because there's a mark for the corrosion that was there, and that's where the corrosion was on the leg that I scraped off. So yeah, and you can see this one has a bit of corrosion at the top there, which lines up with that corrosion there. So they went like so. All right, let's get that all back together. Nice. Alright, so now we need to figure out what we can do about battery terminals, because these, like I said, I don't really want to solder straight onto more battery tabs, but I guess the batteries in here would last forever. But the only batteries that I could find are these old Energizer D cells, and as you can see, they expired quite some time ago because, yeah, you can see it's already started leaking. Yeah, I just don't use D cell batteries, and as I'm recording this, it's New Year's Day and all the shops are closed. So I'd like to set something up that I can just temporarily test with. Let's get these in anyway. So pop that in like that. And that's already backwards, because the negative is at the top, the positive is at the bottom. Do this one as well. So it holds those in quite nicely. Got an idea, what if we strip these back a touch? Let's use our old friend the cable tie. We can feed up underneath. I'm going to need two. And I think if we finagle these just right, we should be able to tighten that up like that. Yeah, it's kind of dodgy. Yeah. That will work. They ain't going anywhere. It's not terrific, but it will do for temporary testing. So let me do the other one as well. Let's just gently lower it into the case here. And see about testing it. So, how do we test this? Let's do an out of circuit test. Turn course in circuit 0, adjust knob fully counterclockwise. Okay, out of circuit. Turn both coarse and fine cal knobs fully counterclockwise. That's these ones. Oh, I didn't know that had a switch. Neat. Set range switch to cal position of appropriate current range as follows. So a signal, a intermediate power, or a high power audio. So let's use a signal type, so 10 milliamps. So we want to set that to, oh, it's already there, beta of that. Connect transistor, use test leads or sockets. So let's grab a transistor. What do we got? Let's grab something from my NPN bin. Let's just grab whatever this is. That is a 547. So the base is in the middle. So we will hop that like so. Set function switch to PNP or NPN depending on the transistor type. Note when testing some power transistors may deflect. Upscale, adjust set pointer to 0 using in circuit. Okay, so that's fine. So let's set it to NPN. Nothing. Okay. Adjust cal knobs to bring a meter pointer full scale to beta cal times 10 mark on red scale. So we need to be on the cal. And then we need to bring that up to beta cal times 10. There we go. Oh. Okay, so this is where we use the fine adjustment to... Oh. And there we go. Okay, so we're at times 10. And then, switch range to beta position of selected current range. Beta equals beta scale reading times 10. And we are down at, what is that? Ooh, 20, maybe 30 something. And if we take that out, it drops all the way down to 0. And it's repeatable. That's kind of cool. All right. In general, DC beta, so that's the HFE, should be above 20, which it is. Although some silicon power transistors have beta as low as 10, beta may be as high as several hundred. So that's going this way, but yeah, no, it's more than 10, which is, yeah, like 30 or so. So yeah, the HFE, I could probably look up the HFE on this. I might flash it up on the screen there, but it is, yeah, somewhere between, I'd say about 25 to 30. That's really cool. So yeah, it works. That's awesome. And then, when we're done, we'll flick you off. Very cool. So, I think I need to figure out a better solution for this. Let's just clip these off for now. And figure out a more permanent solution for this. But otherwise, that's bloody awesome. What I might also do is, I've got these, the switches and dials and everything, they're still a little bit crusty, as you may have seen the potentiometer here as well. When I was dialing it a little bit, it was very, very kind of jumpy. So what I might do is just spray a little bit of deoxit down on those terminals, so that, and then just twiddle them back and forth a couple of times just to clean them up. And you can see the contacts on these multi-point switches here are really cool looking. Like that's the power and the switch between NPN, and you can see how it changes so many contacts all at once. So I'll get some really close-ups of that, so of me twiddling it back and forth, and then you can see like the really cool view of, you know, the other one on the side here that picks the beta or the cal option, how many different modes that they have, and jumping between all the different contacts. And that's really cool how this is, you know, that the entire circuit is built on these selector switches and these potentiometers, and that's basically it. But anyway, I digress. So yeah, I'm just gonna pop a little bit of deoxit on these terminals, top and bottom. And then, like I said, just twiddle them back and forth a few times to let the deoxit kind of, well, yeah, deoxidize those terminals. And also the deoxit has a lubricant in there, which should help the, you know, the sliding mechanism for the future. All right. Yeah, not much to this video. Just wanted to show off this kind of cool bit of kit that I found, and yeah, try and get it working. And it looks like we were able to. So I think what I want to do last of all is just try it in circuit, because I'm curious as to how that works. Okay, well, I don't have anything immediately that I can use to test in circuit, but honestly, I just like this. This is a nice thing to have on my shelf. I don't think I'm ever really going to be using it all that much, but hey, you never know, maybe I'll bust it out in a future video where I need to test a transistor in circuit. But anyway, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.